I know it's early in the season, but I've seen a lot of people, getting upset saying, we still have 4 years, 100 million left. Like this is an albatross. Like, what are your guys' thoughts towards his kind of future in Detroit? Because for me, it feels like a lot of fans are just under the assumption that like we're stuck with him at this point.
Well, I think that odds, if you're gonna make me bet my own money on it, yeah, he's gonna be a Tiger for another 4 seasons after this year. I don't know who would trade for that contract. I mean, that's probably unlikely unless he got extremely hot. I don't know why, with $80 million coming off 2 subpar years, assuming he continues down this path, why he would opt out. I mean, that makes very little sense financially, anyway. Unless from a baseball standpoint, he just wants to shop himself around and do something else. I guess that's possible, but I wouldn't count on it. They need to find a way to get him focused and get him ready to play and, be the productive guy that he has shown in the past. How they're going to do that, I don't know. You would hope something like tonight is a wake-up call for him. But, none of us are in Javi Baez's headspace. What this does for him, I don't know. But yeah, if I'm betting my own cash, I would say he's going to be around for a while.
He can opt out after this year. Will he opt out? More than likely not. And Tiger, but what I don't understand, this is something I've been seeing on Twitter, is this revisionist history that they knew, because based off what Mike Valenti said on 97.1, that it was a bad idea since the first day. Cut it out. Everybody was excited. There were some people that were skeptical about it, but you knew what you're signing with Baez, a free swinging shortstop, a guy who has mental lapses I'm not sure about the mental lapses, but you knew he was a free swinger. You knew he struck out a lot, but to act like this was all brand new to you, some of these fans and some of the reactions is laughable to me, because who else is going to play short?
Well, let's remember that offseason. First off, I agree with you. If any fan is saying that we didn't know he plays like this and has these extremely ugly stretches of baseball, then they're not paying attention. You are correct. But last offseason, there were 5 shortstops on the market, right? And I think universally, you should never use that word. I would say a lot of people would have ranked him number 5 in terms of who they wanted, right? And they didn't make a big play anybody other than perhaps Carlos Correa. Illich can say, yeah, we signed a free agent, Javi Baez, and look what it did to us. But you went and got the 5th most attractive one out of 5, in my opinion. And it's not break the bank money. So I don't give them that big a credit for spending either. I just think they spent poorly.
Tigers could have signed Correa if they had waited him out. Probably true. I don't, to what extent, I don't know. But the biggest thing that we've discovered under Al Avila is that they sometimes don't even call people. They have one, no, seriously, they sometimes don't pick up the phone, or they ask for the moon and the stars and trade teams, and people are just it's just like this. What you want? No, they're not going to be played because they know better. So to me, it's just the principle. The principle of the whole thing is that Baez was probably one of only few names that they called. We don't know. It's all in terms of speculation. But if this is the kind of laziness we got from Vila, I don't want to say laziness, rather, let me rephrase that: a lack of attention to detail, and they didn't get creative.
Passive.
Yeah, there we go. Passive. That's a good word to put it, Yooper. Thank you.
It's possible he gets super hot, and maybe you can work out a bad contract for a bad contract trade. In the past, I suggested an era or to the Angels, the third baseman Rendon for Baez. But no, I mean I don't see it happening. I think the Tigers are stuck with Javi Baez, and you're going to have to deal with his quirks. Now, normally I don't consider him a player with these sort of mental issues, like mental lapses. He's normally a really heady player. Like just the other day, remember he deked the shortstop, I think it was, or third baseman into throwing to first, and then made it to third to get into scoring, in sacrifice fly range to score a run. He's usually a pretty smart player, so he's distracted or unhappy or something, and it's not good.